Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And yeah, Pain in the Grass, it is back. 2019 style, and it's huge. 3 big days at White River Amphitheater. Tuesday, July 30th, Friday, August 2nd, Saturday, August 3rd. The shows are just nuts. Lots of great local music. Of course, you got the big bands. You've got Disturbed. You've got Volbeat, Marilyn Manson, Slipknot. Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see Gojira, Corrosion of Conformity, Butcher Babies, Vicky.
Oh, yeah. Vicky's happy. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why you're going to want to see all these shows, and you can. Tickets are on sale right now at livenation.com. $2 for each ticket sold, benefiting the Vitology Foundation. They are awesome. You want more info? You know where to go. KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and let's pump it up for Monday. Oh yeah. Do it, buddy. Yeah, people need to get pumped up for Monday because hopefully they had a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Spending some time outdoors, getting that sun. It was beautiful all weekend.
And, you know, today is looking great. Steve said that he's told maybe up to 80s this week.
By the end of the week, hit the 80s, baby. Wow. So does that mean summer is here, right? I mean, at least temporarily. Okay, good. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Mike in Tacoma to take on Steve. Mike, are you there?
Yep.
Excellent. What's he playing for today?
He is playing for tickets to check out Clutch and Dropkick Murphys are at the WAMU Theater on October 15th.
Okay.
Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want to see those guys, go get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Get out! For those playing at home, Mike will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Mike, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep, let's do this.
What actress co-stars alongside Adam Sandler in the 90s movie The Wedding Singer?
Drew Barrymore?
Yes. John Oliver began hosting what show for HBO in 2014?
Pass.
Who played Mr. Miyagi in the 84 film The Karate Kid?
Pass.
In what year of the 90s was Google founded?
1992?
No.
93?
No.
94?
No. Who played Wesley Crusher in Star Trek The Next Generation?
Shut up, Wesley.
Mike?
Hello, Mike.
Will Wheaton?
Yes. What kind of fruit juice is in a mojito cocktail?
Strawberry?
No.
Mango?
No.
Orange?
No. Which president had a cat named Socks?
George Bush?
No.
Ronald Reagan?
No.
Bill Clinton?
Yes. In what East Coast city was Michael Jordan born?
Detroit?
No.
Pass.
1, 2, 3 correct.
Dang it, Mike. I had all these hopes for you, buddy.
High hopes. But, maybe Steve won't get any correct. And then,
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think he's losing again today. But
Yeah, we'll see.
you never know.
Yeah,
Stranger things have happened.
That's right. Look at Stevie. He's in here now.
Speaking of stranger things, hi, Steve.
Hello there.
How are you doing?
In case you missed it, by the way, Steve, who gave the Avengers 100% on
100%.
Stevie Tomatoes.
Yep.
Love that 3-hour extravaganza.
So happy
Flew
for
by.
that. Everything about it was great. I wouldn't. Minor little things, but for the most part,
Actually, there is one
There's a
thing you
major
would
thing.
change, and that was a major thing that you changed.
Although,
Yes.
I have to backtrack on that because then I saw the trailer for the Spider-Man thing.
Oh, yes. So now you wouldn't change it?
And now I wouldn't change it because now now it all makes sense storyline-wise.
Right?
So I'm fine with everything now. 100%, zero complaints. Boom.
And according to the directors of the Avengers, we are now officially able to spoil it. He said today, Monday,
Exactly.
Joe Russo said we can spoil it because you've had enough time to see it, so stop crying to us.
But I'm not gonna.
I'm so happy that you loved it. I got goosebumps right now,
Yeah.
man.
Wow. So many awesome moments in that film.
Steve, are you ready to play?
Oh, yeah!
What actress co-starred alongside Adam Sandler in the 90s movie The Wedding Singer?
Drew Barrymore.
Yes. John Oliver began hosting what show for HBO in 2014?
Last week tonight.
Yes.
Boom.
Who played Mr. Miyagi in the 84 film The Karate Kid?
Pat Morita.
Yes.
Nice.
In what year of the 90s was Google founded?
What year in the what?
90s.
Oh, crap. You didn't give him.
Nope.
94.
Nope.
92.
Nope.
97.
No.
Oh.
Who played Wesley Crusher in Star Trek The Next
Will
Generation? Yes. What kind of fruit juice is in a mojito cocktail?
Ooh, mint.
No.
Lime.
Yes. Which president had a cat named Socks?
Clinton.
Yes.
Bill Clinton.
What East Coast city was Michael Jordan born?
Huh?
In what East Coast city was Michael Jordan born?
New York.
Yes. On what number is the decimal system based?
Dewey.
No.
Oh. 1.
No.
0.
No. What is the capital of Tennessee?
Tallahassee.
No.
Nashville.
Yes. Steve, you win 8-3.
Sorry, Mike.
It's all good.
All right.
Good game, Steve.
Thanks, man. Have a great day.
Take it easy, Mike.
You're simply the best.
Simply the best.
Is he?
Well, today, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ian.
Yeah.
I like the Dewey Decimal System, though. That was good. That was a good guess.
On what number is the decimal system based?
Dewey. You win, sir.
Do you have any guesses there on that one,
Be
BJ?
10, right?
Exactly, yes. Increments of 10.
Good God, Steve.
And then what year of the 90s was Google founded?
Well, it would just be a guess. I'm going to go 98.
Correct.
Oh,
right on it, man.
Jeez, why am I not hitting the lottery? I got to play the lottery today.
Well, you guessed one question. Maybe not go for the lotto quite yet right
you
now.
have a 1 out of 10 chances of getting that question right. You have like a 1 out of a billion chances of winning the lottery.
You're saying I have a chance.
That is true.
Wow. Well, now you have other people have a chance to win because Steve won with 8 correct.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I'm saying.
Yeah!
All right, so caller number 8. You're checking out Clutch and the Dropkick Murphys. Caller number 8, 206-421-ROCK. Good luck to you. All right, we got a survey. Ask people what they would do for a year of perfect sleep. I mean, my wife, man, for as long as I've known her, sleep has been a tough thing for her to get a really good night's sleep. And I don't know, man. I think once a woman has a baby, gosh, it's tough because, I mean, they're just designed to listen for those little rascals and make sure they're okay. And I don't know, does a woman ever get a good night's sleep ever after kids?
What I would do just for one night of perfect sleep, let alone a year.
Oh, you too with the perfect sleep.
I would love just one great night. I just can't fall asleep as quickly as I'd like to.
I was going to ask, what qualifies as perfect sleep? Because one of the big categories for me is not having an alarm to wake
That's
up
it.
to.
Yeah, no alarm, no wifeski telling me I got to get up.
Yeah.
And clean.
Just, I wake up whenever.
Dude, I had that Saturday. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, Kathy was in town, and I don't have an extra bedroom for her to sleep in, so we actually have to sleep in the same bed, so that was fun. And we both, you know what? We both didn't have to do anything, so we didn't have an alarm.
Yep.
It was like, and I can't remember the last time even when when I'm doing stuff on the weekends, I'm usually like probably getting ready to do a game day, so I have to have an alarm to make sure I get up on time. Didn't have one at all this Saturday and
I
Sunday.
know, dude. It's like sometimes I'm like, God, I had a late Friday night because I was wrestling over 3-2-1, and my body was all shot, and I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh crap, I got to get up early because I got to go play. I'm playing drums at church.
See?
So the alarm's going off at like 7:45 in the morning, which is sleeping into us during the work week.
It's
but
still early, and then
when you didn't get home until 2:30 in the morning.
It's very
It's
early.
like, and then from the minute church ends, go straight to get to Bellevue to go see the Avengers and the dinner. And next thing you know, you're up late. And it's just like, man, why am I so tired today? And I realized because I did not stop all weekend. I just want a good night's sleep.
I have a question because you were in Bellevue. Where'd you eat?
Earl's.
Oh, Earl's is good.
Earl's was great because they had the hockey games on. So that was awesome. And that I don't usually go Cajun style for any of my food, not to get known geeky about food, but I had the Cajun salmon. It might have been the best Cajun salmon I've ever had. Then again, it was the only Cajun salmon I've ever had.
You will never guess what I had.
Okay.
Because I went to Duke's, which now is in Lincoln Square. Okay. It's a great location.
Stuffed halibut.
You'll never get. You are never going to guess.
Pizza.
Yep, not pizza.
Cheeseburger.
It's totally directed to you. You're never going to guess, though. You should be able to guess.
Oysters.
Yeah, I know. You're never going to guess it because it has nothing to do with Duke's, even though it's something they're doing right now.
A meatball sub. I don't know.
You're close.
Corn.
What? I'm just
Rev knows I love corn.
It's not a bad guess because corn can be in a lot. They have a delicious chowder, so you could be a corn chowder.
Look, Rev knows I love corn. That's a good guess.
Yeah,
especially during the summer. I like to do it on the barbecue.
I did what you did. I took you up on a challenge. I challenged you to go see the Avengers, and ironically, you challenged me to do something a couple of weeks ago. I haven't had the opportunity, but there it was on the Duke's menu. They're having a special
shrimp
vegan
cocktail.
No.
Oh, you had the Beyond Meat burger.
They had the Impossible Burger. Is what you were telling me about.
Wow. I've yet to have the Impossible Burger.
I didn't have the burger you had?
Beyond Meat's the burger, but the Impossible Burger is the burger they're going to use for Whoppers at Burger King.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
Okay.
So you had verdict?
Yeah, dude, I have to say it was pretty amazing.
Really?
I want to now find out the carb content because for me, I'm watching carbs and I don't know what's in there to see if they got more carbs than a regular beef burger, but it tasted darn good.
The Beyond Meat burger I actually like better than, like when we go to Lunchbox Laboratory, they use Beyond Meat.
All right, I got to go there now.
I get the Beyond Meat burger over a regular meat burger because I just like the taste better.
I'm going to have to go to Lunchbox Lab just to try it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've heard great things about the Impossible Burger. And
it was good.
It's definitely, once they make that happen at Burger King, my wife and I are going to go eat. I'm excited.
I looked at the guy and I go, look, my wife's getting a fish dish anyway. I go, this is the craziest thing in the world, but I've seen it on your menu, and I go, I have a coworker that's challenged me to try these new, fake meat burgers.
Plant-based, baby.
Yeah, so I tried it, and of course I had to get a dinghy of clam chowder because you don't go to Earl, you don't go to Duke's and not get the chowder.
Yeah, right.
It's just, that is, if you don't get the chowder and you go to Duke's, you're un-American. Mm-hmm. You got to get the chowder.
I did look up the nutritional information on the Impossible Burger.
What's the carbs?
Now, a regular grass-fed burger patty has 0 grams of carbohydrates.
Yeah.
This one has 9 grams.
That's not horrible.
No, it's not terrible.
Not horrible.
And 3 grams of which are fiber, so that kind of negates it a little bit.
Dietary fiber, that's only 6 grams. That's actually not bad.
It's not bad, but again, as opposed to the 0 of a hamburger itself. If you go bunless, I think you'll be fine.
Well, that's the thing. And that's all I care about.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
How about that?
Yeah.
I want to try it.
Yeah. So Earl's is legit too. That's a good.
Oh gosh, yeah.
If you haven't been to Bellevue lately, because they've got a whole bunch of restaurants, and you haven't even. Did you see? Have you gone to the fancy food court?
No.
Yeah.
We didn't really spend much time at the mall. We just went to the movies.
Yeah.
Well, to the Container Store.
Well, you were close.
Did you get some containers there?
No, both of us have always walked by that damn Container Store, and we're like, never stepped foot in there. We just walked.
Is it pretty awesome? If you like containers, it's pretty awesome.
Actually, it's like there's containers for everything.
Yeah, they got one at South Center too, and it's huge. Yeah, same thing. And dude, I'm telling you, so they got good chow in Bellevue now. They got the Dukes, they got Henry's, they got a lot of good stuff over there.
They got that other tavern. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah. I think it's just called the Tavern. I think it's called Tavern Hall.
That place is good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, man.
Maggiano's.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, baby.
McCormick and I think it's Schmick, right?
Good old Schmicky.
Yeah, Schmick. Patty Coins is over there. That's my joint, Steve. You're in my hood.
And we're talking about food again.
Yeah, we are.
Just talking about restaurants. Stop talking about food. Just start listing restaurants.
Yeah, we're just
restaurants.
That one's good. Yeah, that one's good too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so good. and Dukes, we got to sit high up, so you look out the window on Bellevue Way. I felt fancy.
Oh, you feel like a king, don't you, BJ?
Yeah, I did. I felt like a king. I was like, all right, Duke, you're doing it right, buddy.
Someone wants to know if any of us went to the taco truck challenge. I believe Danny V did.
I did.
Oh yeah, how was that, Danny?
It was pretty awesome, actually. I liked that they had lots of food trucks, like 25 food trucks, something like that. Margaritas, beer, and I got to see our friend Cody from the end, his band play.
Aloha Mars, great
Aloha
band.
Mars. It was great.
Yeah,
and you saw our buddy Jerry from Big Dog.
It was amazing. He is the nicest guy. He's the king of hot dogs, and I learned that I just love wieners.
Dude. Yeah. Dude, his wieners are great.
They were so good. He hooked it up with a El Jefe dog, and it was like chili and mustard and onions and
now we're talking about food. Now we're legitimately talking about it.
So this is a question for Steve. Is he a diabetic? He made a comment about watching carbs. Made me think he is. My daughter, is 10, is also a type 1 diabetic. I made no comment about carbs. That was BJ and the Rev, and Rev is
Yeah,
diabetic.
I'm type 2 diabetic, so you got to look at those sort of the carb intake and
I
a
eat
lot of
all
stuff.
the carbs.
I have been told
You can eat my carbs, Steve.
I will.
I'm
Just
on
give me
the-
all the bread.
Yeah, my doctors told me a couple of years ago, dude, you are on the threshold. Dude, do you want to be a diabetic? Yeah, got to stop eating all that sugar. I'm like, all right.
Being old will get you in the diabetic spectrum there.
So they always talk to me and go, let's see how your sugar's doing this time. And so, I'm not diabetic yet, but they go, you know what, though? You're a great candidate. You love that conversation. Oh, great. All right, it's time for listeners on the loose. You want to talk about something besides food?
Yes.
All right. Or if you want to talk about food, that's fine too. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. You pick the topic. You guide the show. Your calls and texts at 917.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, it is up to you, man. You do have control of this fine show, but do remember that Steve has one rule.
And that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I got a couple text messages about Adam Sandler, mainly his performance on Saturday Night Live. One person says his song about Chris Farley made me weep. Did you guys hear it? And another text said, I don't know if you guys could play it for listeners on the loose, but Adam Sandler's tribute song to Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live over the weekend was great. Would love to hear some of it again.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed some of the skits that he was on. There was a great travel agent skit that he did where, if you're a sad person and you go somewhere, you're still going to be sad, so don't blame us if you don't have a good
That
film.
was so good.
I think that was when someone texted saying you need to watch this skit because it's going to make you think of BJ.
Yeah. People did send it to me for that reason.
Oh, I got to go back and watch it now.
It's a good piece. And what the texter asks about is something that Adam did in his Netflix special and had a tribute to Chris Farley. And it can bring a tear to your eyes. He also did it on SNL.
Hey, buddy, life's moved on, but you still bring us so much joy. Make my kids laugh with your YouTube clips, oh, Tommy boy. And when they ask me who's the funniest guy I ever knew, I tell them hands down without a doubt it's you. Yeah, I miss hanging out, watching you try to get laid. But most of all, I miss watching you torture Spade. You're a legend like you wanted, but I still wish you were here with me. And we were getting on a plane to go shoot Grown-Ups 3. Yeah, life ain't the same without you, boy. And that's what I'm singing about. I'm singing about my boy Chris Farley. And if we make enough noise, maybe he'll hear us. Give it up for the great Chris Farley.
It does make me think of my generation. Definitely, it was John Belushi, and of course there is that SNL connection. Because I would say, Steve, your generation, Rev's generation, it's got to be Chris Farley.
Absolutely.
Maybe even dipping in a little bit to Vicky and Danny's generation.
Oh, I watched a ton of Chris Farley movies with my dad.
Yeah.
I loved him growing up.
Yeah.
Skits were always great, and the movies were always fun. And that part with him saying he watches it with his kids kind of got me.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of cool that what a great friend. To this day, he's still finding ways to pay tribute to a man who has been gone for 2 decades.
Yeah.
And he still wants, his children to know about his friend who's no longer here. And thank God for YouTube and technology where you can still show your buddy on the big screen.
Yeah, he just had a gift. He was just naturally, he was a natural. And everybody talks about Tommy Boy and all that, but I really loved him in Beverly Hills Ninja. I laugh at that every time.
Was it Black Sheep also?
Yeah. Oh man. His timing was just great. Sure, he was a heavy guy. Sure, there's a lot of physical comedy, but he had great timing with the way he delivered lines.
Facials, yeah.
Yeah, he really was more brilliant than I think people would actually give him credit for, except the guys that know, like an Adam Sandler.
I'm showing on YouTube about that video. So 22 years later, and his friends still praise him and talk about him nonstop. I only hear the most awesome stuff about Chris Farley.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's sad when you have such great ones like that go.
It was crazy to also watch, like, when he was performing, they had all the clips and just random SNL clips. And, there were moments where you see young Sandler on a guitar playing with Chris Farley next to him as old Sandler is playing. Older Sandler.
Hell yeah.
And it was just trippy to see, how much he's changed, but not changed at all, if that makes sense with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He still looks the same. He still looks youthful, but obviously he's had some years under his belt now.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about Grown Ups 3. I mean, the idea of those movies it's a bunch of guys that were pretty much the age he was during SNL getting back together because now they're grown-ups.
I do love... I would love to have been around back in the days of him having to watch Chris Farley try and get laid. I feel like those were probably some insane moments in their lives. Because Chris Farley's a celebrity, but maybe some chicks still aren't into him because of how he looks.
Yeah.
That must have been super fun to be a part of.
Yeah.
And he made fun of David Spade too, which was fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great buddy team relationship where it was just basically every movie David Spade's getting tortured.
Yeah.
Also in the episode, Adam sang about he sang a song with Chris Rock and Pete Davidson during his monologue about how he was fired back in the day.
I was fired. I was fired, so sad to tell. Well, I never saw it coming. I got fired from SNL. Between seasons, I heard a nasty rumor that I was getting the sack. I tried to call Lorne Michaels, but he never called me back. I'm joking. He called. I got fired. I was fired by NBC. Yes. Then I went on and live in color. 3 weeks later, they took it off TV. Okay. You hang in there, all right? You keep going after your dream. Okay. I was fired. Hang on. No, Pete, you weren't. You weren't fired.
I wasn't? How's that even possible?
I don't know, but be patient because it's coming soon. I was fired. NBC said that I was done. Then I made over $4 billion at the box office. So I guess you could say I won.
That might be the funniest thing I've seen Pete Davidson be a part of ever.
I know
you're
so awesome. I know you're not a fan of Pete Davidson, but I really do like him. I wish that that he was, not like all of Pete Davidson sometimes that he is, but
that was great.
Yeah, he's good. Pete Davidson is good. I
can't believe Adam Sandler's made $4 billion with a B. My God.
Has he really, or is that just a...
No, I think that's real.
All right, good for him.
I mean, just with all the movies since he left SNL, I mean, that's almost 25 years.
I mean, his net worth is estimated to be about $420 million.
Okay.
Yeah, so then you just want to know how much money he's made for... how much money movies have made because of that.
That makes sense. If he's worth $420 million, then I can see him making $4 billion for those movies. Good for him, man. Yeah. It's good when it's good when, like, the big dog at the time, and you're a little dog, and, whatever reason, who knows what the reasons were why he was, off of SNL. But then, you keep plugging away, and next thing you know, you're kind of a big dog yourself.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's saying that was the best episode of SNL in a long time.
Yeah.
So then they know what to do to make it great. Bring back Adam Sandler.
Well, you know what? It just reminds you of how talented Adam Sandler is, and I don't know. Maybe what Adam could use maybe is some good writing, maybe some younger writing, maybe
Wouldn't
some
that be
updated
funny
writing.
If he joins SNL again, he's like the old dude.
Yeah,
just hanging out with all the young kids.
Take him back. I would love that.
That'd be a great dynamic.
Yeah, because right now, who's the oldest person? Is Kenan Thompson still on that show?
Yeah. He's been, I think, the longest at this point now.
He's been on for like good 20, 30 years now, right?
Pretty close, man.
He looks very youthful, but I got to think that Kenan's at least in his 40s, right? He's been entertaining for years.
He was doing stuff on Nickelodeon in the 90s.
Because he was a kid then, wasn't he, though? Maybe?
Yeah. But, I mean, he's still been around for a while.
Well, and he did all of that, which is basically the SNL for kids, which is why it seems like he's been on probably even longer.
He's 40, Vicky, 40. Kenan? Damn, can you believe Kenan from Kenan and Kel is 40? I mean, if that doesn't make you feel old, damn. Keenan is 40.
I always thought he was my age.
Yeah.
Just because I used to watch Keenan and Kel and all that as a kid.
That's
that
nuts.
was the top 90s shows.
Yes, it was.
Dude, yeah, he started in 2003 on SNL, so this is his 16th year.
Wow.
I can't believe he's been on that long. Wow. I mean, I know he's been on a long time, but I didn't realize it was that long. Damn.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I know, right?
And he's a 40-year-old. Why can't Adam get back in there then if he wants to? Probably because Adam's like, I got money. What do I need
to? Adam doesn't need to, but it would be kind of funny if he did one season just for the hell of it. I could see him being that kind of guy that would do something like that, though.
Yeah, I would like to see him show up a lot. Like, Will Ferrell, used to show up a lot after he was done. Same thing, like Steve Martin would show up a lot, even though he wasn't like an official host at some of the times.
Oh, got a text message. Shout out to Danny for taking my Uber after getting trashed with Joey on Friday. So often that you guys actually hang.
What's up, Mike? Yeah, I got in the Uber from Rockbox. Me and Joey were hanging out, and I had probably about
Where the hell's Rockbox?
12 drinks. It's in Capitol Hill.
Okay.
It's a karaoke place.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like a gentleman's club.
Right.
Yeah, no. Joey bought me a double shot of Jack Daniels, and it was like 9 o'clock, and I had to call the Uber. And then all of a sudden, I'm just sitting in the back of the Uber, and this guy, Mike's like, wait, are you Danny? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, dude, I listen all the time. I love BJ and Steve and Rev and everyone.
Oh, Mike, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Mike? We talked about whiskey the entire time on the way back to West Seattle. It was great.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was super drunk, so I don't really remember.
Shout out to you for being a responsible super drunk person.
Oh, good job,
Bringing the Uber home.
Yeah, good job, man. Oh, thanks for listening, Mike. We appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
It's Listeners on the Loose.
Give Danny a bad rating.
Oh, yeah. Drop it even further.
Oh, Danny probably got a 5.
No, give him 4. We can't have him beating me and Vicky.
1 star that bitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's a little excessive, Rev.
Yeah. So far behind all of you, I don't care anymore. I say, why not let Danny be the winner? As long as, I can't beat anybody. I don't know what it is. I think I'm nice.
You think you are.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody else does. You pick the topic, you guide the show. It's Listeners on the Loose, 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Somebody says, I love that you loved Endgame, Steve. I just want to know one thing. Did you get emotional? No.
Not at all.
I got a lot of goosebumps. A lot of goosebump moments. But I didn't get emotional about things that would... Only because I already had it spoiled.
Yeah.
I remember that first day we came back.
Yeah.
Didn't affect the movie at all for me, though. I'm not going to spoil anything, but didn't affect the movie at all. It's just it's a great film, but then again, I'm the guy who watched Breaking Bad the entire season after watching the very last episode.
Yeah.
So I knew the entire time that these guys, were going to be a part of it up until the very end. So nothing ever... It didn't bother me. I don't get bummed out by being spoiled over stuff.
Yeah. I would like to say, though, that the directors of the Avengers, Joe Russo, one of the directors, said, you know what, you can spoil it. Today, Monday, the official day. They've had 2 weekends. If you haven't seen it by now, too bad.
Yep.
They've even spoiled it themselves, the Marvel Universe, by dropping the Spider-Man trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home.
Man.
That has major Avengers spoilers in it.
It has the biggest spoiler in it.
Yeah.
And it starts right off with that.
Yeah, at the beginning, they even say, it's like Tom Holland saying, hey, if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this trailer because it will be absolutely ruined for you.
How ironic is that Tom Holland is actually telling people not to...
The guy who spoils everything.
It's classic.
We got a text message that says, hey guys, I was just reading that some people want an intermission in films like The Avengers for movies that are that long. Do you guys think that's a good idea?
I do.
I do too.
No, come on. How can you not sit for 3 hours and not pee?
What would an intermission do to you? Why would
it would break up the pacing of the movie. It would make it so that you're suddenly going from one spot to another. Like you're taking this break, you're hanging out with people, waiting in line and doing whatever.
That. I'm okay with a bathroom break. Honestly, for me, a re-up on the popcorn. I think it's a chance for for me to be able to do that without and plays do it.
Yeah, but plays are paced differently. Like there's separate acts for these sort of
movies
things.
used to do that. The Godfather
have separate acts. Right?
Yeah, but break it now. Like seriously. I mean, maybe I guess if there's like an old person or like
I can
toddler,
pick so many parts
screenings that they can do that.
Dude,
at.
They could do different type of screenings, like intermission one and one without an intermission.
Dude, I would be fine with that. But
all right. Well, if you have your choice, sure.
Yeah, exactly. If you have that sort of choice sort of thing, then I would be down for that. Yeah.
Yeah. If movies, if they know they're going to be that long, they need to be able to have like that middle point where it kind of fades out. It's a good stopping point. But with Avengers Endgame, I don't know.
I can tell you the perfect. I know the perfect spot, or one of the perfect spots where you could do it. Where either you're about to get ready for a big scene, or it's after a real touching scene.
Yeah, maybe during the whole taco exchange. That would be a good spot for that.
All right, fine.
Yeah, I think that, especially if you're making a 3-hour film, you probably would find a good spot for an intermission. I don't think they would just put it like right as Thor is about to shove his hammer up a where skis.
Yeah,
they're not gonna hit intermission as it's going up there.
Exactly.
Although that would be pretty awesome.
It would be awesome.
It's a perfect way to tell people to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. And so I think that, all right, if we could in Rev's perfect world, I mean, now you're going to have to go, well, is it in IMAX? Is it in 3D? Is it an intermission? Do they have that cut? But at 3 hours, my bladder I had to go when I had to go.
Someone texted on because I said I was going to go see it in 4DX, and I ended up not going in 4DX.
Yeah,
and saw it in IMAX instead. I was going to, and then I jacked my back, and the idea of sitting in a movie theater for 3 hours of that happening, I was like, you know what? Let's exchange them for IMAX tickets.
Yeah,
I'm glad I did. Honestly, I don't know if I'd want to sit through 3 hours of that in 4DX.
I'm with you, dude.
And I love 4DX, but I don't think 3 hours of that.
It's a long time to have that chair bouncing around.
Dude, I was like that's the only thing about 2.5 hours in. I'm like, man, I can't wait for this movie to end so I could stand. It was just like, I'm done sitting. And the chairs were comfortable. I was done sitting for that long. But it was awesome. 100%.
See, another reason why intermission's good. Stretch your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some people think that this is wrapping up things, and
oh gosh, no, it did not.
The Marvel Universe is saying no, this does not wrap up things. As a matter of fact, if you see that Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, it's just wrapping up a phase. It's phase 3 of the MCU that's getting wrapped up, and
the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, there's going to be so much more, and we'll see what happens, and blah blah blah. Yeah, which is great. I mean, I'm going on Wednesday again. Joey Dees and I are the only people, and here's what we think. We think it's a good movie, and we're still not in the majority because everybody thinks it's the best movie ever done.
So it says, I was unimpressed with Endgame.
Yeah, unimpressed.
Almost fell asleep 3 separate times. It should be 2 hours max. Civil War was much better.
Oh.
And someone did wonder if I did. I did nod off twice in the film.
You actually fell asleep?
Well, I was tired, man. I was up late.
Oh, you didn't tell us that.
Yeah.
There was a part, second half. I would say, I view this movie in 3 different segments in a sense because 3 hours. So hour 2, there was just a couple moments where they were just kind of building to something, and I didn't fall asleep for long. I just kind of closed my eyes, and the wifey gave me a little nudge.
Yeah, that says a lot to me. So you kept that from me.
I just told you.
Yeah. Well, the first review early, you said nothing about falling asleep.
You guys would nitpick. I fall asleep on everything.
That's true.
That should say something about Endgame because he fell asleep and he still followed along and he still understood everything and still loved it.
Legit fell asleep for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I closed my wife's got Stevie sleep sense.
Yeah.
And so once she notices, she gives me a little nudge.
Yeah.
I got up real quick. I didn't think she'd notice because I had the glasses on.
Yeah.
Nope. She's on me, man. All the time.
Good on her.
Good on her.
It was great.
Nice.
I can't wait for you to see it again and love it.
Well, I liked it. I liked it, and I will own it. It'll be it'll be in my collection. That's the thing. If I thought the movie was garbage, I'd say it. It's just that, I don't think it's the greatest movie ever.
See, I'm so excited to get this on Blu-ray so I can watch both Infinity War and this back to back.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's like an 8-hour day, right?
Yeah, basically. This one, that one, I will have an intermission.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Like I said, I'd give it 8 out of 10, and we'll see on Wednesday if that goes up a little bit after a second viewing. It might. Sometimes I need to see a movie twice for me to really appreciate the scope of it. Because, 3 hours of everything that's going on in that movie, that's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah.
Did you love the ending, though?
Yeah, the ending was good.
I had straight up goosebumps for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, part of me was a little
ready to go beat up some people.
I was a little, as a plot guy, I was a little frustrated at the ending, but I see why they did what they did. That I believe it could have. But I'm not going to go online and complain and go crazy and everything. But it's good. It's a good movie. I just don't know if it's the greatest movie ever done.
It is the greatest movie ever.
Steve, is it the greatest movie you've ever seen?
If they didn't cut Captain Marvel's hair, I would say yes.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
It really bothered me.
There are movies you haven't fallen asleep for.
Yeah,
you've gone straight through. I would think those are the greatest movies since you were able to stay awake during that whole thing.
Me falling asleep on things is not an indicator of it being bad. Me forcing myself to fall asleep on a movie, which I've done before, Matrix Part 2, is an indication of me saying that a movie is bad.
Okay.
But there are times, man, I'm just struggling. It's nothing, no offense to anything. Meetings, church.
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep wherever I can close my eyes.
Trev, do you think it's better than The Matrix Part 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Matrix Part 1?
Easily.
Because it completed a 10-year long story. So, I mean, like in a bubble, maybe not.
Okay, I'll give you that.
But just because of all of the buildup and everything, where like The Matrix opened up a whole new world, where this one finishes a whole new world. Or a different world. Or
I'll give you the bubble. I'll take it. You're not like Steve. You know what? You speak the truth.
Oh, well, thank you.
Steve's sleepy.
I still love Steve because he loves it. So.
I nodded off. I didn't fall asleep.
Sleepy Steve in the movie.
Sleepy Steve.
He doesn't even know what happened.
I know everything that happened.
He doesn't know what's going on.
I know that it was good.
All right. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
And good popcorn over at that Bellevue Theater.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, that's right. The Cinemark, they know what's up.
That's right, they do.
And you didn't go to the super fancy Cinemark because they have a new one, like it's right across the street. That's the super fancy Cinemark.
No, it's in the same place where Lucky Strike is.
Yeah,
that's what used to be the Parlor Live.
Yeah, that is a good Cinemark, but but they got the super fancy one where they come and feed you, and I think it's only it feels like there's only 10 chairs in each theater, like you own the joint.
Someone says, awesome movies like Avengers require an awesome theater like iPick. They bring you popcorn refills and they have comfy chairs for your 3-hour movie.
Yeah, Cinemark does that. The fancy one in Bellevue.
Another person says, I get the falling asleep thing. I deal with chronic fatigue. I'll sleep anywhere. Another person, I fell asleep during Star Wars 7. Woke up a minute before Solo was killed.
Oh, damn!
Wow,
it's a good time to wake up.
Yeah. It's a good time to wake up.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's Han doing on a? Oh, damn!
Did you see that though? Freaking Parlor Live isn't even open anymore.
Yeah, what the heck happened?
It's done. It's gone. It's closed for business. Not even temporarily. There's a sign that says permanently closed.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, my wife and I, we went online just because I heard rumblings about that, and apparently they just abruptly shut down. And like people showed up to a comedy show, and the place was closed. And now people are trying to figure out why already. Some people bought tickets to upcoming shows, trying to figure out how to get their money back.
Oh, that's not good.
It's very. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's very odd that it just shut down.
Yeah, dude. They were open for a long time, and they were one of the premier clubs in our area.
And granted, we didn't go a ton, but whenever we went, that place was hopping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how do they? I
don't know.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
that didn't sound good at all. You know what? We haven't had a guest in here in a while, and I was just thinking about that. Like Power Live used to there's always somebody every once in a while, but we haven't had them even. Now I know why.
Yeah, it looks like like the first or second week of April, they were just poof gone.
Just shut the doors and didn't tell their people that bought tickets.
That's not good.
No. They deleted their Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook hasn't had anything updated in a while.
So how about the club? Is the whole club gone too?
Everything. Doors are shut.
All of it.
Including the nightclub part.
Ooh,
yeah, when you just said where the Parlor Live was, I was like, wait, what do you mean?
Well, that's a good space.
Dundee.
Hopefully somebody opens that space up and does something.
Why don't you?
Yeah.
You know what? What the heck?
You know what? Maybe they should make an add-on to another Din Tai Fung so you don't have to wait an hour and a half to get the seat there.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I'm bitter.
That's the
just
first
a little,
one.
huh, Steve?
Yeah.
I think that's the first one in the States, that one.
Yeah.
So, that's the OG location, man.
Yeah.
You got to be fancy to get in that one.
I almost left the Avengers during the movie to run over there and put our name in line.
Good call.
I was like,
that would have been a good call.
They need to have an app, not just like Run P, but like Run Reservations.
Run Reservation, yeah.
And I would leave like 45 minutes before the movie ends, get my name on the reservation list.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah.
Walk out right into the fun dumplings.
Yeah, see, when you get old like me, you don't compete with people anymore because you're always eating earlier. That's the greatest thing in the world. I have to tell you, I'm loving this, man. I never have to. I'm loving this schedule that we're on.
Those 4 p.m. senior meals.
Oh, I'm telling you, dude. It's great.
I found a little information about what's going on. It was something between the landlord and the tenant that it caused the shutdown.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's cheap to have a place there.
Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah, but I mean, they've been there for a long time. You feel like they would have figured that out.
They were experiencing, quote, top-level drama.
Oh, top-level drama. There you go. Nice. Well, we know the Parlor Live folks. We don't know anything about the folks that rent the place.
Should we get John Taffer to help out?
Yeah, definitely.
Bar rescue.
Yeah, maybe that's what they just need. Is a bar rescue.
I'll tweet him.
Dude, who's doing comedy now?
Oh, you got Tacoma Comedy Club.
Okay.
You got Laughs, which is now at the old Giggles.
Okay.
And I think Laughs has a couple spots.
You mean the location here in town, the Laughs, that one? Or was it up in North? Where was last?
It was in Kirkland. Yeah, but now they're back at the old Giggles. There's still the Comedy Underground as well.
Gotcha. So
Comedy
the old
Underground.
Giggles location is now the new Laughs.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's still places to go. Tacoma Comedy Club's still doing great stuff
well,
there,
yeah,
too.
that's a good point. That's, I think, might be the last time we had somebody who was somebody from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Wow, Parlor Live gone.
Why don't you open up your home and have some comics do
in
some
my house?
Yeah. You could do it in the stripper pole room.
Yeah, and they don't need a bed. Then they can sleep in the same room.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, that's a great plan. All right, I'll get back to you. All right, here's a question for you. What do Ryan Castle and a wig have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:49 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. He's the drunk in charge. Now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a wig have in common?
I don't know anything about wigs, but I got a couple of lightly used Merkins I could sell you.
Okay, then. I look forward to seeing those.
Yeah.
The lice are free.
Yeah. They're clean. They're lightly used.
Yeah.
Texter says
Previously enjoyed.
Migs prefers American.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
These people know us.
That's because, you know what? Miggs is Merkin from
That's
Merkin.
right. Steve secretly wants both of them.
Okay.
And Wendy Williams can't get enough of either.
Could you imagine if I just showed up one day with hair?
That'd be awesome.
Right?
Please.
Like, do you say anything? I don't think you say anything. I don't think you could. Like, is Castle wearing a wig? Is that one?
Yeah.
Did you ever wonder, do you think you'd be treated differently if you had a head of hair? I think about this sometimes. I feel like I get, treated differently because I'm bald.
I think I would get treated differently because I'd be the 40-year-old guy with a mohawk.
And I'd be the 40-year-old guy with a mullet.
Yeah.
And together, we'd be fighting crime.
This is why.
Mullet and mohawk.
Yeah. This is why God has taken your hair away. You are not responsible with it.
It would be the most glorious mullet ever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Somebody draw that up. I'm ready.
Oh, man. Ryan Castle. Well, he's going to have himself a mohawk and a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
I like how some people are upset. You're telling me they had 2 years to put together a decent show and you couldn't even spot the damn Starbucks cup in Winterfell?
It's very easy to miss something like this because no one's freeze framing.
I used to freeze frame on Basic Instinct quite a bit.
I know.
On VHS, though. And that would wear out the tape, and Dad got mad.
Yeah.
Like, why is there a big wear out in the scene? I don't know. It's my brother.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.